twitter.com/pitchtalk, facebook.com/pitchtalk, also 07535 804 and also Pitch Talk 1 on Skype. Join the debate. We've got Russ Vernon here, we've got Sam Collins here, and we've got Tom Wood here as well. So, guys, I'm gonna ask you guys, I'm gonna ask Jezzy Fizzle, I'm gonna ask the G-Man as well. What do you reckon about Chris Coleman potentially taking over Wales, and the update that Russ Vernon has literally just given us that the talks have gone well?
I have to say that it's one of those situations that needs to be resolved at some point, and I know it's a bit soon for a lot of fans and probably for a lot of the players as well, but at the end of the day, the national team still need a manager. And I think when you look at it in terms of Welsh people that are available to go and take on that job, he's probably the best available now that Mark Hughes has gone to QPR. Yeah. So the mere fact that he's willing to continue to work with existing staff there as well, he's not going to change the staff at all, he's not going to make lots of swooping changes, is actually a good sign. And I think that one, that he was willing to take on the job in light of what's happened, probably stood in good stead for him. And on top of that, he doesn't have a bad record either. You know, and on top of that, you need to give managers a chance, and I think that the squad is young enough, talented enough, and if he's given enough time to, you know, put his stamp on it, shall we say, you know, that they could go on and do some very special things.
Definitely.
Yeah, I just want to add to that. I'm happy that Wales are considering going Welsh as well. You know, keeping it all Wales in choosing their manager rather than doing it in England and going for a foreign manager. And the fact that Coleman has gone outside of England and outside of the British Isles, basically, to, you know, manage is a good thing as well, with the likes of Real Sociedad and Larissa, because, you know, it just gives him that worldly knowledge, and hopefully he can bring it, bring something to the Welsh game that's just a bit different from what they last had.
Yeah, well, hopefully it won't be like Steve McLaren, whereby he comes back, or Steve McLaren, as I should say. Hopefully he won't go abroad, do well, and then come back over here and do poorly. Because Tom Wood has said, I was hoping Ryan Giggs would be Wales manager, but who is it? John Hartson was interested in it, but at the end of the day, Coleman's got a lot more experience than the two of those. So,
and John Hartson did say that over a weekend in his little piece for Football Focus. He was saying that he badly wanted the job, basically, but, you know, he understands that Chris Coleman is the most most attributed person to do the job, due to, like, his situation and where he's been and who's managed. But
yeah.
Go on.
No, I was just going to say, I don't know if you saw it, I said Coleman, he did a good job at Fulham as well. You know, he got sacked. I think they brought in, was that when they brought in Les Reed, I think? Or was it Laurie Sanchez, actually, I think. He did a good job, because obviously he lost Van der Sar, I think it was Valmorte, Louis Saha, Mabronk. They lost like so many players, but he kept him up. And I think he took him 9th one year as well.
Yeah. I mean, he did very, very well. But it's going to be an interesting move.